If you've been around the church very long, you've probably heard the name John Wesley. Perhaps there's some things that you don't even know about him, and I'm going to share those with you today. He actually was the founder of what we call Methodism, and he actually was also a physician. So he did a lot of writings, a lot of teaching, and he was passionate about Jesus Christ. His teachings and his thought processes are kind of what led to what we ascribe to in our theological tradition. And he actually created these things back a long time ago called holy clubs. And they sound really exciting, don't they? But basically they were a gathering of people that would meet together for prayer, for singing, for recitation of psalms, for accountability, all of those kind of things. It's a big old Bible study, basically. These holy clubs ended up multiplying, and people would hold each other accountable in the context of community. The interesting thing is, John Wesley created 22 questions, and this is what the devotional is about today. I wanted to go through each one of these questions. So, anytime they would meet in the holy club context, they would ask each other 22 questions, and it was just like, is this what you're living by? Is this something that you can think about? So it would cause these people that were in these holy clubs, small groups, let's call it, it would cause them to sit back and really reflect on the life that they're living. Their goal was to get closer to Jesus Christ and to please God and all of those things. So today I wanted to go over these 20 questions with you and have you reflect. I don't want an essay back saying, yes, actually all of these I checked the boxes. But he would ask these people 22 questions and have them reflect on their lives, and they would have discussion on it. But I want to ask these to you today so that you can reflect. So let's start them, shall we? And they're very, very good questions. So he would go on these questions. Remember, this was hundreds of years ago. So some of the language is a little bit older, but you'll get the idea once we really start into them. First question. I'm just going to keep going through them. Am I consciously or unconsciously creating the impression that I am better than I really am? In other words, am I a hypocrite? Question number 2. Am I honest in all my acts and words, or do I exaggerate? Do I confidently pass on to another what was told to me in confidence? Can I be trusted? Am I a slave to dress, friends, works, or habits? Wow, that's a really good question. Am I self-conscious, self-pitying, or self-justifying? That's a really good question. We can take that into a lot of different areas. Number 7 is, did the Bible live in me today? Wow. Number 8, do I give it time to speak to me every day? So still talking about the Bible. Do I give it time to speak to me every day? Am I enjoying prayer? It doesn't necessarily in that context mean that like everything you pray about you're just so excited about. Am I enjoying prayer? Am I spending time in prayer is what it's asking. When did I last speak to someone else about my faith? That's number 10. Number 11, do I pray about the money I spend? Number 12, do I go to bed on time and get up on time? You might think that that's not necessarily a spiritual question, but it really is. Am I getting enough rest so that I don't allow things to be a distraction in my own life from lack of rest? Okay, number 13. Do I disobey God in anything? Oh, he's getting intense, isn't he? Number 14, do I insist upon doing something about which my conscience is uneasy? Let me read that again. Number 14, do I insist upon doing something about which my conscience is uneasy? Number 15, am I defeated in any part of my life? Number 16, am I jealous, impure, critical, irritable, touchy, or distrustful? Number 17, how do I spend my spare time? Number 18, am I proud? Meaning, am I filled with pride? Not in like I'm proud of the grade that I got on an assignment or something, but pride. Am I filled with pride? Unholy pride. Number 19, do I thank God that I am not as other people, especially as the Pharisees, who despised the publicans? So basically, if I'm to translate that in today's language, am I looking at someone else and say, well, at least I'm not like that? Number 20, is there anyone whom I fear, dislike, disown, criticize, hold a resentment toward, or disregard? If so, what am I doing about it? Number 21, oh, I wish this wasn't in here. Do I grumble or complain constantly? Number 22. Is Christ real to me? Wow. Those questions just really get to the heart of things, don't they? Today's a little bit different of a devotional, but I want you to really reflect on those questions. Play this video back again and really look at those things. You can imagine how much that opened up conversation and held each other accountable. I just think they're wonderful questions, sometimes a little painful. Have a great week.